Hello guys, how are you all doing? Luke Hodge here, and today is actually Tuesday, and today I have a Tuesday video, surprisingly. No, it's not unusual, but I haven't done one for an incredible long time, so I thought, why the hell not? Because today is actually, sadly, annoyingly, a day when I should be doing stuff on my computer, and of course it is on, but I'm taking a big risk. Because today is Global Cyber Hack Day. Yeah, that's quite annoying because most of the time, well, I'll show you actually. I've got my iPad here. I believe it still might have some hope of charge in it because it had 4% when I last turned it on. Oh yeah, we're at 3%, but we're still on. So we might as well. Oh, there you go. More shit. Oh dear. Sorry for the language. Just as well. Facebook's going off. I'm not going to open Facebook because I know Facebook's really good of getting hacks and all stuff. So we'll just keep it. But luckily, I think I've got the BBC News app on this because it's Cyber Hacking Day. There we go. No, basically this. I don't know if I can turn it around properly. It's the global ransomware attack causes. So it's basically a cyber attack when you click on this. As you can see, big in the titles. It's the base title around, but I'll click on it anyway, see if it says anything more about it. If I can say, yeah, you see, basically you get this message on the screen the next time you turn on your computer, or when you first turn it on. But I don't know. It says, "Oops, your important files are corrupted," and you have to pay $300 worth to Billicon to the following address, and then they give you a code, and then you can actually access your stuff back again. But of course, I don't even think this computer's not even worth $300, and to be honest, there isn't that much on it. Apart from my YouTube account details, I think that's it, and they're not really going to be bothered about it. They just want the money, and I can't see them doing anything like that. But basically, though, I am taking the big risk, and I have to upload this because yesterday's video was actually on internet. 3G internet and how to improve signal. So basically, it's basically a 3G dongle, basically a standard one. Signal's not all that good down here as the signal in where I put in the part where I live. It's not all that great. My phone's good, sort of speaking, but even my first phones or so, it was not good signal down here, and I just get enough signal, some sort of steady signal. There's no bars, but I have enough signal just to load on the internet. But the speed test, I couldn't even do a speed test. It was that bad. The signal was so weak and everything, proving to the bars. So today we'll be continuing that test by making a hold on, a server. It basically looks like this. Basically tinfoil and just the card piece of paper, and I've got a diagram up there. It's not by me right now, I'd have to get it up, but I've got my laptop on me. But basically we're going to be building this and see if we can boost the signal from it, and we'll see if it boosts it any much at all. But this time, no, to make it a bit accurate, we've had this just by the computer. We're going to stick this out of the window with just the extension cables going outside the window and see if that makes a difference, and if it even makes any difference at all. We'll put that, we're going to make a signal, another one, so I'm not going to wreck that one because that one's for me spy tank, because the signal on that is just awful. A lot of people say it's a bad product, but I see there's no problem with it at all. It's just a normal, spy tank. It's like it's not going to be the Army RAF sort of top second. You got to understand it as a type, but that's not on that though. But because I've made this just for that, I don't want to wreck this one, as this one's got the hole. Even when it's slightly fallen apart, I should make a new one of these. But as it still sort of works, it's just some of the parts of bits of fell apart. That's why this time though I have cut it to the exact diagrams with the little curve, but I found out though they're not really that long enough, as basically they just tear up when they get more pressure because it's curved. So this time I gotta remember that the little points have to be long, otherwise they won't work. But it's quite bad, as you'd probably imagine. But basically though, we're gonna do that. I'm just trying to figure out though when I made this if this part here, because I know the back part I think I've sticked on with card. Yes, I have, but the middle bit I haven't, and yeah, that's just plain paper with a bit of sellotape, just giving it extra support, but not too much so because I don't want the looks to rip. But we'll see how that goes, as we're already 5 minutes in. But I'm gonna try and hopefully make sure this computer works, and hopefully don't get a virus and activate the Wi-Fi on this, because I need to upload yesterday's video. So let me do that now, especially as I reckon I haven't posted for almost 2 weeks, or a proper video like this for at least 2 weeks. So let me do that now. Okay then guys, I have decided to, this point in time, I haven't started uploading yet, but I thought just in case I get the virus as soon as I turn this Wi-Fi on, I thought at least I've got video evidence, but I am taking a big risk. So let me see, we're going to turn our Wi-Fi on. Oh my god, please don't get a virus. Okay, we're connected and we're connected. Let me see. Okay, it says I'm connected. Yeah. On block all connections with appliance that are not listed on the allow occurrences. Yep. Basically says we're connected, public network, so it's got extra security. So hopefully we'll be all good. So I'm going to open Google, and hopefully everything is okay. Oh, please, I don't want a virus. Yeah, and we've loaded up successfully, so I'll get YouTube open and I'll catch you in a moment. Okay, uploading successfully. And I've been watching it fine on the web browser and everything seems to look fine, so I'm not worrying or anything at all. So, but one way or another though, the reason why I'm uploading it off this and not doing it for that is that's my main source up. Even when this would be annoying if that got hacked, but if that got hacked, then that's got everything on. That's got all my first beginning YouTube videos. That's got all on like this. This has just barely got nothing on it all. This has just got stuff, and then it'll be deleted because it's got such a more memory. But that has pretty much a whole career, family stuff, pretty much everything, that computer. So I'm not risking that. Oh, by the way though, looking at the desk, got to print out that, but yeah, I finally got my own house key, so so I can actually get my own bloody house. But yeah, I got that. But also when I went shopping for this 3G thing, if I can get the dongle to work, I've got a proper, instead of ripping out my phone SIM card all the time, so it's not that good. Why the hell is this push in? But I've bought a SIM card, a pay-as-you-go one, just to give it a go. It's got £10 included, it's pretty good for it. I only paid £1 for it. Basically though, it's got 2 gigs already, pre on it. So I thought at £4 it was a pretty good deal, especially for that. And unlimited 500 calls, I don't know if I'm going to use the calls or anything, but we got the data of it's the main thing. Hopefully, I think that means £10 on it. I really hope it is, because otherwise this is going to be, that's a complete waste of money down the bit. Even these are meant to be really good companies. I wanted a SIM card that has something pre-installed on it, so hopefully that is the case. Otherwise I'm going to be quite pissed, but luckily I've got the receipt, so if I'm not satisfied, I'll just give it to Mum and reclaim my pound, even when it's not a lot. But pound's still something at the end of the day. Let's say if you were £1 off something for Tesla, even when you probably have a little bit more than that because you'd have to pay food and everything else, but that's still a fair bit of money. But yeah, luckily this uploading is all good. So yeah, basically though, I've got to cut this out and everything else. So I think I'm going to do that. But before we want to do that, I've got some bad news. Talking about what you will hopefully see before this, that's now currently uploading, is basically though, last night though we got the data results there, but when I got my SIM card back out, that SIM card adapter thing, well, it was actually the pop out for the SIM that's actually in this phone, because it has one of those pop out slots for each one. I thought, so I didn't lose it because I had a problem trying to find it, I'll put it into the dongle, and that was the worst mistake I ever did, without another SIM being in or something in the middle, because it's locked in the place and I couldn't get it out. So I thought, well, one way or another I'm going to have to try and get this out, because you can't get a SIM in it at all with that tray in the way. So I pushed it out. I finally got one part, it snapped in half, but I had to get the other bit out. Even when I could physically fit my SIM in, but I wouldn't be able to get another SIM in. So I tried to get the other bits out, and I did finally get it out, but I think I might have busted one of the pins. I'm not quite sure, but because one of them was sticking up, you know, for the SIM little pins that register on the little parts of the SIM card. Basically, like this photo shows the little cells they touch, and I think I might have broke one of them. And now when I plug this in, even because I've put that free SIM card in this Nokia one that says. It normally says it. Oh, fade. Oh, that still works. So, like, this is it. Like, this is from my first. That's from that phone when it was still on contract, but because this was going to a small SIM, that one got cancelled. So I stuffed it in this because this one needs a SIM card one way or another to even just work. But I've shoved this one in to see if it still worked because I put that one in first, and it's because basically I plugged it in, I put this one in, it said no SIM, and I was like, that's a bit not that good because there's actually the SIM in there. But I put it into that phone, and I will show you that prove it doesn't work. But it says it's not registered, so I'm not quite sure if that registers as a SIM installed though. But even if it didn't work though, it would still say the SIM was there, and it says insert SIM. So that sort of things. I don't know if it's just this or it has completely broke. But I don't want to shove one of my Sims at work or like my new one I just bought or anything, because if it scratches out, like it has got some serious marks or something, weirdly enough. I don't know if that's when it was going out, but I'm not quite sure if the camera will pick it up. But it has left quite a few scars. Yeah, you can slightly see those little black lines on the board. Actually, you can see a slight metal shine here. So I'm not quite sure if it has actually done anything at all, but either way, we're going to try this, and if it doesn't work out, just reclaim on the receipt, and hopefully everything is good. Yeah, though. So anyway, I can't shove that though straight in because I've got to activate it using a proper mobile phone, I think. Well, I believe anyway. But either way, I've got to open it up because it's got a tape on, so I've got to even see if the SIM's there or it's not asking for his £10 voucher now, order the SIM through our website. Because I know that's what most of the time what they're going for, but I don't know now in these days. Yeah, though. That's getting the floating soon. I'll just check it's all still going. Oh, God. Not doing. Almost dropped the phone, but. Oh, God. Go away, you stupid Microsoft family crap. But basically, we're uploading it. It's all good. Doesn't look like I'm getting cyber hacking and crap, or getting it as we're uploading currently. But hopefully, I don't have a problem next time I turn it on. Just in case it's downloading one now for the internet. I'm trying not to worry about it. It should be fine. Probably tomorrow it'll be all sorted, and that's that. And hopefully, it won't be a big problem. But either way, we gotta see if we can fix this. I'm gonna put. I think I might put a pay-as-you-go SIM that I've got for my spare phone. It's ran out of money anyway, so it's not a big problem if it does get wrecked or not, but I don't really want to because everybody knows that number for that spare phone if something happened to my personal phone, and I don't want to mess that up. And have to also try and get another Tesco SIM, because even when I've bought a SIM, because this one's unlocked, that original Nokia phone that I had, that's unlocked Tesco, meaning, and I don't go to Tesco that much anymore, so, or pretty much ever, so that's going to be a big pain in the arse, to try and get a SIM then, so, so I'll have to try and do it another time, so I'm going to be careful with this one, but maybe if it will register then with another SIM, maybe it's just a free SIM, but as that Nokia said it wouldn't, but anyway, let me show you that now actually. Okay then, first step is just to turn it off. This has got a Tesco SIM in it. It has passed its contract, meaning it won't work a little, but it is enough to make the phone actually function. So, let me see, I'm going to just press this in. Oh, big pain in the ass to try and open these Nokia bricks. There we go. There you go, it's open. Oh shoot almighty, what the bloody hell. This thing just popped up with a notification, holy shit. Now let me have a look. It said something. Antivirus protection is out of date. Oh crap. I knew this was a bad idea. Shite. Your computer needs to scan. Okay. Oh shit, I knew this was bad. Oh balls. Right, I'll catch you guys later, but well, I don't know now. Is that out of date? Oh shit. Oh god, it's such for an update. I don't know now. It's quite a good reason actually. I didn't actually turn on that because this could go with a big mess in a moment. But either way though, I shouldn't worry too much ish, because if it does happen, then oh well, I was told. But basically though, just now pop this out, battery moves, and you can literally tell this has been bodged because this SIM is actually not even meant to fit this phone, as you can see. It's just a mini SIM. But basically those are the pins I'm talking about, but these are proper good quality ones. The other ones I talk about are flimsy ones that modern phones have. These are actually proper good ones actually. It has a barrier when they're pressed actually. One of these others are just service ones, thinking they'll work. Yeah, that's what makes it work. Just scratch off the data pins and it'll work, and that means then it'll let any phone work if it needs a SIM to work at all. But either way though, I'll get that free SIM, whatever the hell I've done with it. What the hell have I done with it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Right, so here we go. We'll plug it in. Sorry it's so shaky, but you know, I'm trying to do this on the go here, and also with one hand. But I am using my iPhone one, so I can upload this quickly. And hopefully if it's not over 15 minutes, we can get it up. But let's turn it on. You as you can see in this one, it's invalid. Oh, hang on, is this? Oh, it's not powering on. Might need plugging in as the battery hasn't been plugged in for a while. Hold on a second. Oh, I can tell you why. For some reason I put the battery in the wrong way around. For some reason they still work there. Right, okay, let's turn on. As you can tell, this free SIM, for some reason it says it's SIM card rejected. Even when I've shoved other SIMs in, like a gift one, I think, but they are partnered with O2 though. But I believe this phone is unlocked, but I'm not sure now. Yeah, so you won't do anything. It'll only let me adjust the volume. So, yeah, that's not good. See, and when I put that rejected SIM in, it will work. But, you know, like I've just had in a moment, but we know that SIM is rejected. Maybe it'll work with that, but I think it might be the pins, but I don't know. I'm going to have an experiment with it, and I'll tell you what to do. Actually, let me put the SIM in that and just show you. I'm going to, instead of you saying all because it's getting long already, I'll catch you in a moment. Guys, you can tell this is the SIM part. I've took the parts off the bottom, but here it is. I'm going to insert the free SIM card in now if it came with it. And by the sounds of that, I don't know if the camera picked up, but that's not good. So I'm going to plug it in here into the laptop. I'm just going to have to hold it so the computer doesn't fall off the counter. Basically though, we're plugged in, and there's the red light. It's going to flash. It's going to go red for a bit, and normally it'd flash and then it'd go green if it's accepted, but as it will, it'll go red, solid red, as it has. And if we go to the computer, if we go to this little arrow here, it would show it us. Oh, it's not that one, sorry, it's the notification bar. If we click that, you can see it says mobile. I clear that, but basically though, it normally lets us see what's available. And as you can see, this time it's not even giving us anything. I don't know if that's just because of the Wi-Fi, but I don't know what's happening here. But it says it's not even accepted. It's a bit worrying, so I believe it might be this pen that fell down from the SIM, but it makes an awful sound when you take it out. Listen, if I'm just quiet. In. I don't know if it's not meant to sound like that, I don't think. Like, it sounds like near enough like it's scraping up the SIM card, so that's why I don't want to put my, you know, as you would guess, the one I've just bought today. I was going to buy another free one, but the better one with 1p per megabyte, but I didn't know how well that was going to go as expensive. But anyway, that 2 gig one will be good enough for with the testing purposes as what we're going to do at some point. But first of all though, I think we should stop worrying about this because I can't do it anyway because I'm using the laptop to upload. But first of all though, I suppose, let me start building a Win server. Oh yeah, what I meant is not a Win server, a Win surfer. I don't even know, it's quite a weird name, but if you need conversation, if you know how to say it, then that's what it says on the front of these things anyway. And actually, let me show you that diagram. I'm sure I showed it in the last video when I printed it off, but Basically though, this is the little thing you have got to build. So you got to cut that out and then stick it onto card. You can actually use just a plain paper with the paper, but it does make it quite more delicate. Meaning, if you put a bit of card on the square bit there, you leave this paint, you just cut that out. But I recommend these corners though, you make them a little bit longer, because like it has with the one I made for this properly, you see they just pop out. There's only two of it holding it, about those few in the corner, but these two have both popped out, and the only thing I have holding it is tape. So this is almost a binner. I'm actually going to put that on here before I break it anymore. Basically it goes through the hole, but this time we're going to have to make it a bit different, because we've got to make it accommodate the 3G dongle that's now on the floor, and what I almost stepped on. But either way, I better start cutting out, but either way I'll catch you in a bit, and hopefully when our upload has came up a little bit more. But anyway, catch you later, and hopefully no more viruses. Well, it has never had no virus, but hopefully no cyberhack or anything. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I think it is good. Okay, and these are the two parts of the puzzle. When you've cut them out, you cut out the little slits, and then when you covered this side, you can do both sides, but this side you can see where you've done the slots and everything else. But cover this side with tin foil, and then when you've done that, well, I recommend first actually put some card on this, so this part has some ability, so it doesn't flop, like I've done with this one. Bit of card in the middle, and then put the cardboard on top of this part, and then put the tin foil on, and then cut the holes like I've done now back through so they match. And then you don't have to do anything to this, because that means then it'll flex to any adapter or whatever you have available. But one thing we'll have to do is we'll have to cut these holes and then mark around it and make this hole bigger, and that means then it'll work with it. But either way, that's payment. Basically the next step is you want to fold. Normally you just bend it, but now I folded it because we got to do one step. Normally you just cut these two out and pop your antenna through, but because we're using a 3G dongle and it doesn't have an antenna and you've got to put the whole body through, we're going to have to do one step that you normally wouldn't have to do only if you want to use the dongle. Basically I've got a lid from the top of the 3G dongle, and we're going to place it on the cross, and we're going to draw around it, and I'm going to do that in a just almost stabbing myself with a pencil. Hopefully you can see that I've drawn it out, and we're just going to cut that out while also doing the other side. And then when we've done that, we can flatten this back out, and we're going to have the normal curve as normal. So I'm going to do that now. And we've cut it out. Basically though, I've cut it a little bit before the line, because that means then it'll hold in, because if you cut it direct to the line and if you use the lid, it'll just drop straight through, only if you have some rubber or something to stop it. So we've left a few millimeters, or a millimeter or so, before it fits in, so it'll have something to grip to, sort of speaking. But if it did drop out though, hopefully it wouldn't fall out the USB extension cables. So it does have a bit of support, but I'd route it through the sat-nav stand, because that's what we're going to tape it to. That bit's going to stick to an old sat-nav stand, because I have a old sat-nav that I've got to replace an LCD on. So I'm going to stick to the back of this when it's made, but for now that's cut out, so all we need to do is just fold this out flat for now. I'm just going to do that now. I don't know if you can even see this in the image at all, but basically just fold it out flat like it was before, and then when it's time, hopefully it doesn't have this like it has, and then just start to curve it around. So yeah, sorry, I forgot this was cut, but I'm trying just to get sort of a curve going. I don't know how long of a gap that is, but I'll cut it out. I'm putting big trust in this computer, but either way, we're up to 32% uploaded, but it says it's got 2 hours and 30 minutes remaining. And of what time it is already, at night, I'm going to have to put big trust into this computer and leave it overnight, and hopefully no viruses or anything don't get on it in the night when I'm not monitoring it, and hopefully it all gets uploaded properly and it's all good. Because if it isn't, then I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, to be honest. But either way, fingers crossed and this goes well. But either way, we need to get downstairs, get some card and stick some tin foil to basically put the card on this side and put some tin foil, and then we can stick the other half together. I don't know what the hell I've done with it now, but it's around here somewhere. But basically, I just put that together, stick them to that. Actually, I have to bring that other half downstairs as well, so stick that together. But either way, fingers crossed, everything goes well. Okay then guys, I've now glued the template stick the template to some card, and now I've sticked it to the tin foil. But sadly I did not have a glue stick, so I've had to use the runny glue, and because of that the paper is very damp, and so is the rest of the glue around. So I think the best solution is to make sure there's a proper stillness, ain't gonna peel off, and also because it already is quite late, I think also it's quality to make sure this is glued down properly, is to leave it overnight and come back to it in tomorrow morning and cut around and cut those slots, and then add the other part together if it's just getting leaned over properly with that battery to put some weight on to get rid of that fold. But basically though, that's it for now, and I'll catch you in the morning when we build it back together, and yeah, we'll catch up from there. Okay then, it's the next morning, and as we can see, it has dried, but you can tell though I've used too much glue because, well, the paper's turned, most of the paper's, with the ink's turned green because it's of it being so glued, but it has dried now. You'd not be bothered about that, you just want your signal, but I'll tell you that much though, it has dried really well, so all we need to do is cut around nothing else. But I gotta say, I should get dressed first, as well, I'm still in my pajamas, and I don't know if you can see that clock time, but I literally haven't got all that long to actually get dressed, have breakfast, and get to school. Well, until we go to school, so I should get dressed first just in case it overrolls time. So let me do that first. Okay then guys, I've now cut it around and cut the holes out in the back. So now what we need to do, insert these ends in, but I need to get some tape to that below, so it's in close to 8 and I haven't sort of got 30 minutes until we have to go, and I haven't even had breakfast yet, so I'll get the tape after I've had breakfast and we'll continue. Sorry there's so many stopping and starting, but you gotta understand there's, you gotta do it by steps, otherwise it's just gonna be like a 30-minute video, so you just gotta take that in mind. But I'm just gonna say that out loud, I'm just sorry there's lots of stopping and starting, but either way I'll catch you in a moment. Even guys, it's now built, I've got it on, I got a little bit ahead and now done that, but basically though I've got to go to school, so we'll test it when we get home. So see you in a bit. Even guys, I don't know where I last catched you last, but I've just been to school. The wind server, I've got it. It's now finally sort of stopped. Oh, it started raining. Oh god. Literally, every time that I want to do the experiment, because I know it's not waterproof, it's impossible. But either way, we can't do it yet anyway, because I've got the bad news again. New into the sim problem. I've ripped the top cover apart to try and see what's up. The pins, I managed to bring that one back up, and with the others I still can't get it to work, so I believe there's something wrong further underneath. It's really pissing me off right now, because that means I can't get this video done for you guys and impress myself and be happy. But I'm not quite sure though now, because when I look at the SIM card that was in it before, this one right here, it's very scarred. It's almost like it's been scratched it too much, like it's no longer unreadable anymore, because that is quite bad. So I feel like it might be an opportunity to see, well, if maybe it just needs a new SIM card now after sorting out those pins. Well, I think they sorted out that middle one now. Oh, hold on. Where the hell's the middle one? That top one there. Oh, it's gone. Oh, bloody hell. I knew something went, but I couldn't notice anything, and now I do. Oh, God. This is never ending, but I think I've seen a video where you break all these pins off there and you solder off the board, but that seems to be quite difficult with this kind of type. So, I don't know. This might just be a bin and out. I don't know. But anyway, it was free, so who cares? But either way, I've got this SIM. So, I'm going to test it first using the old Nokia brick, so I know that works. So I'm going to do it, activate it first, because I might as well make sure the SIM works before I shove it into that thing. And yeah, when I've made sure the SIM works, I'll catch you back in a moment. Oh shoot, I forgot the laptop's still on. Turn off. I don't know, I've closed the lid. But, oh there you go, it stopped. But anyway, look, this is the antenna in action. The wire's going through the roof. I've just got to connect those other cables with this, but this is pretty long already and thin because the window actually closes all the way. But there's the antenna. I open the door up. This is how it looks like. And it's on the side. But currently though, I can't test it out because even when I got the SIM, I'm still having SIM card issues. But because it's already long already, we'll find out the real results if I ever get the SIM adapter to work. But for now though, that's how you build a 3G windsurf antenna part 1. And the next video, hopefully if I can get it working, or the next video of that you'll see, is when it's working, and hopefully that will be very soon, because I can't guarantee it'll be up this week or the next video, but either way it'll be out for you guys at some point. But for now though, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm sorry it's not worked out, because I was hoping this video, even when it would be quite long already, to actually show the finished product and it actually work and see if the results in, but because of my screw up of putting a SIM card adapter back in when there's no actual SIM in it, that it's happened with that. So, but I now hopefully found a solution to fix that, but it's going to take a bit for me to do, and I'm not going to do a video on it because it's just going to take forever. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!